Identity creates income because identity commands the universe, and the universe obeys the clearest vibration, the boldest declaration, the most unwavering inner truth. Hear this: you are never paid in dollars first, you are paid in identity. Money is only the echo of who you believe yourself to be. Wealth is a mirror reflecting your certainty or your doubt, your expansion or your shrinking, your divine knowing or your human limitation. The law does not ask, "What do you want?" The law asks, "Who are you?" For every desire is answered according to the identity that holds it. You cannot outrun your belief. You cannot bypass your self-concept. You cannot harvest from a field you refuse to plant. And so the universe waits, not for your effort, but for your self-permission. Say aloud, "I am worthy of greater increase." Feel how the words vibrate, how they reposition your soul, how they rewrite the limitations you once accepted. For the moment you declare worthiness, the moment you stand in your divine inheritance, the moment you embody the truth that you were crafted from abundance itself, the entire structure of your life begins to shift. Your income rises because your self-perception rises. Your opportunities expand because your energy expands. Your blessings accelerate because your identity becomes a match for the supply already prepared for you. You receive according to your inner permission, not outer conditions. The world does not decide your worth. The economy does not decide your worth. Your past does not decide your worth. Only your identity, the inner decree of who you believe you are, sets the measure of your receiving. Many cry out for abundance while silently identifying with lack. Many desire increase while secretly believing they must struggle for every drop of good. Many pray for provision while holding the inner image of a person unprepared to receive. But hear this revelation. The universe cannot deliver beyond the container of your identity. It cannot pour oceans into a thimble. It cannot grant empires to the one who still calls themselves small. It cannot send overflowing supply where there is no inner space to hold it. Say aloud, "I expand my identity now." Say it again until your cells recognize it. Say it again until your subconscious bows to it. For this is the transformation that rewrites destiny. The decision to become the person who is already worthy, already chosen, already aligned with limitless wealth. Income rises when identity rises. Money respects the soul that respects itself. Prosperity follows the one who knows they are permitted to prosper. Divine supply rushes to the one who understands they are not an exception to abundance, they are an expression of it. You must become the person who can receive what you ask for. Not through effort, but through identity. Not through striving, but through alignment. Not through fear, but through recognition of your divine nature. For you were never meant to plead for prosperity. You were designed to embody it. You were never meant to chase wealth. You were meant to magnetize it. You were never meant to earn your worth. Your worth is woven into your existence by the law itself. Declare this truth. Now I allow myself to receive at the level of my divine identity. Feel how the universe rearranges itself around that decree. Feel how the past falls away, how old patterns dissolve, how new channels open. For the moment you shift identity, you shift everything. Income is only the shadow that follows your self-concept. Wealth is only the answer to your inner stance. You receive what you believe you are worth, and when you elevate your belief, you elevate your entire life. The law is exact, it will not fail you. It will reflect you. Identity creates income. And today your identity has been reborn. Divine law responds to certainty, not hope. Because hope is a whisper, but certainty is a command. Hope trembles, but certainty stands tall. Hope wishes, but certainty decrees. And the universe is built to obey the decree, not the tremble. Hear this truth with every fiber of your being. Nothing in your life changes until you speak with the voice of the one who knows. The law does not move for the one who is unsure, hesitant, or waiting for a sign. The law moves for the one who is the sign, the one who speaks with authority, the one who declares with divine conviction, so it is, and so it must appear. Hope carries the energy of maybe. Certainty carries the energy of must. And the universe bends, shifts, rearranges itself around the vibration of must. When you are certain, The doors open because they cannot remain closed. When you are certain, the supply appears because it has no choice but to match your frequency. When you are certain, the entire field of your reality reorganizes itself to fulfill your decree. This is not arrogance. This is alignment with the divine pattern that formed you. This is the recognition that your word is law when spoken from the soul's authority. Say aloud, I am certain of my good. Feel how those words strike through every layer of doubt. Feel how they pierce the fog of hesitation. Feel how your energy rises into its rightful throne of power. For certainty is not something you earn. Certainty is something you choose. And when you choose it, heaven and earth respond. The invisible world bows to the soul that knows. The seen world rearranges itself for the one who stands rooted in divine conviction. You must understand this sacred secret. The universe does not respond to human begging, it responds to spiritual authority. And spiritual authority comes from alignment with divine law. The law that never doubts, never questions, never hesitates, never hopes. It simply is. Divine law is exact, and it mirrors the energy you hold, not the words you speak casually or the prayers you whisper weakly. You can hope for prosperity while vibrating lack. You can hope for healing while vibrating fear. You can hope for abundance while vibrating unworthiness. But nothing manifests until you stand in the full stature of certainty and declare, my good is inevitable, my supply is guaranteed, my path is opened. Certainty is the ignition. Certainty is the signal. Certainty is the vibration that heaven recognizes instantly. When you speak with doubt, the universe waits. When you speak with fear, the universe pauses. When you speak with divided desire, the universe mirrors the division. But when you speak with unwavering conviction, when your voice carries the tone of this is mine, this is done, this is sealed, the law accelerates, the channels unlock, the abundance flows. Say aloud, I declare my desire fulfilled. Say it with force. Say it with identity. Say it with the knowing that divine law cannot contradict your certainty. This is why miracles appear suddenly to the one who knows. This is why supply shows up for the one who does not doubt. This is why doors open rapidly for the one who walks as though the door is already open. Certainty magnetizes. Certainty multiplies. Certainty summons the future into the present. You are not here to hope for your good. You are here to command it. Hope is passive. Certainty is creative. Hope waits. Certainty manifests. Hope is a wish. Certainty is a decree backed by divine law. Therefore speak this truth. What belongs to me comes without delay, without resistance, without uncertainty. Let the universe hear the tone of a soul that knows. Let the law feel the vibration of a spirit aligned with destiny. Let all fear dissolve before the fire of your certainty. For divine law responds to the one who stands firm. And the moment you embody certainty, your manifestation is no longer a possibility. It becomes an inevitability. Your future self already holds the wealth you seek, for in the invisible realm there is no delay, no distance, no waiting, only completion. What you call future is merely the version of you who has already accepted what you are still learning to allow. The riches you pray for, the opportunities you long for, the abundance you chase, they are not ahead of you, they are calling you. Your future self stands fully supplied, fully expanded, fully expressed in divine abundance, beckoning you to rise into the identity that matches what is already yours in spirit. Nothing is missing, nothing is withheld, nothing is denied. It is you who must cross the threshold, not the blessing. Hear this revelation. Manifestation is not a journey toward what you lack. It is a merging with the part of you that already possesses it. Divine law does not operate in time. It operates in truth. And the truth is this: the wealth you seek is already concluded in the higher dimension of your being. Your future self is not hoping, not waiting, not wondering. Your future self is standing in the fullness of prosperity, and that self sends you signals every day. Intuitions, desires, visions, impulses, urging you to step into your appointed inheritance. Say aloud, I align with the version of me who has already received. Let this declaration shatter the illusion of distance. Let it break the spell of waiting. Let it collapse the false belief that abundance is ahead of you instead of within you. The universe navigates by identity, not time. And your future self, the wealthy one, the abundant one, the expanded one, radiates a frequency that divine law must honor. You are not manifesting wealth, you are remembering it. You are not attracting abundance, you are matching it. You are not earning prosperity, you are embodying the version of you that has already claimed it in the invisible realm. When you desire something deeply, it is not a sign of lack, it is a message from the future you, saying, "Come closer." You are almost aligned. Step into what is already yours. The moment desire is born, supply is born with it. The moment the vision appears, the provision appears in the unseen. There is no such thing as a desire without fulfillment. It already exists in your expanded self. The only work is to become the identity that can receive it. Say aloud, "My future self is my guide, my proof, my supply." Feel this truth settle into your bones. Feel how it dissolves the heavy weight of struggle. Feel how it lifts the veil of impossibility. Your future self holds the wealth you seek because you are not asking the universe for something new. You are asking to merge with what you have already claimed in the spiritual dimension. Divine law cannot deny what is already established. You are stepping into alignment, not acquisition. You are stepping into remembrance, not pursuit. You are stepping into certainty, not longing. This is why struggle ends the moment identity shifts. This is why doors open the moment you embody the one who already has. This is why prosperity accelerates when you speak with the voice of completion instead of the voice of need. You collapse time by becoming the person your wealth is searching for. Declare this now. I am the version of me who receives with ease, who attracts with certainty, who holds wealth without fear. Your future self knows the path. Your future self is not reaching for money, it is directing it. Not hoping for opportunity, it is creating it. Not chasing outcomes, it is commanding them. And every time you act from faith, speak from authority, or align with abundance, you move closer to that self until there is no distance left, no separation, no delay. Only oneness. Your future self already holds the wealth you seek. Step into that truth, and the wealth will rush to meet the version of you who finally remembers who you are. Abundance requires permission, not permission slips, for the universe is not waiting for paperwork, signatures, or external approval. It is waiting for you. It is waiting for your inner yes, your inner opening, your inner willingness to receive what has always been yours by divine right. Hear this clearly. Abundance does not arrive because someone else validates you, approves you, blesses you, or chooses you. Abundance arrives the moment you decide that you are the one who gets to have it. The moment you say, "I permit my good to come," the entire field of your reality shifts in obedience to your decree. You have been trained to seek permission from the world, to wait for timing, to wait for qualification, to wait for signs, to wait for circumstances to align before you step into your inheritance. But divine law does not bend to worldly conditions. Divine law moves only when you move. And the first movement is internal, the permission to receive, the permission to expand, the permission to rise, the permission to hold more than your past self ever imagined. You are the gatekeeper of your abundance, and the gate has remained closed only where you refuse to grant yourself access. Say aloud, "I permit my abundance now." Say it with conviction. Say it with fire. Say it until the atmosphere around you shifts. For abundance does not ask, "Are you deserving?" It asks, "Are you willing?" It does not ask, "Are you ready?" It asks, "Have you allowed?" It does not ask, "Has the world approved you?" It asks, "Have you approved yourself?" Understand this with divine clarity. The universe is flawless in execution, exact in response, perfect in reflection. It cannot send you what you do not permit yourself to hold. It cannot deliver to a closed door. It cannot pour into a cup that insists it is empty. Your permission is the signal, the opening, the invitation that tells the law, proceed, manifest, reveal, multiply. This is the reason many pray but do not receive, because their prayers are requests, but their identity is a refusal. They ask for abundance with their words while denying it with their energy. They hope for increase while identifying with lack. They desire overflow while secretly believing they must earn, qualify, or prove themselves first. But abundance does not follow worthiness, it follows permission. Worthiness is divine truth. Permission is human choice. And the moment you choose to allow, you align with your true nature and the floodgates open. Say aloud, I allow myself to have more than enough. Let the words break the barriers. Let them uproot the old programming. Let them awaken the self that knows abundance is your natural state. You must understand that the universe responds to your energy, not your excuses. It responds to your identity, not your circumstances. It responds to your command, not your hesitation. You are not waiting for the world to greenlight your prosperity. The world is waiting for you to stop blocking it. Every time you say you're not ready, you deny the supply. Every time you say you're not worthy, you reject the blessing. Every time you shrink, the universe mirrors your shrinking. But the moment you stand tall and declare, I permit my abundance, the universe expands to match your stance. Abundance requires permission. Because abundance is already available. It is not being withheld. It is not being delayed. It is not being rationed. It is waiting at the door of your consciousness, asking only for the signal to enter. And that signal is your choice, your yes, your acceptance, your decision to stop asking the world and start authorizing yourself. Declare now, I am the authority over my abundance. I say yes, I allow, I receive. Feel how the law responds instantly. Feel how the energy lifts. Feel how resistance dissolves. You are the permission. You are the key. You are the one who decides how much good you will hold, how much wealth you will receive, how much abundance you will embody. Abundance requires permission, not permission slips. And you have just granted yourself entry into the life that was always waiting for you. The subconscious moves in the direction of repeated decrees because the subconscious does not question, doubt, argue, or analyze. It obeys. It takes every repeated word as law, every spoken phrase as instruction, every declaration as a blueprint that must materialize in the outer world. The subconscious is the silent architect of your destiny, building brick by brick from the words you speak over and over again. Whether those words are empowering or destructive, whether they lift you or limit you, whether they expand your life or contract it, the subconscious receives them with complete compliance. It is the most faithful servant of divine law, and divine law expresses through the patterns you install within it. This is the mystery most never understand. You are not moved by desire alone, you are moved by decree. Desire stirs the heart, but decree directs the path. Desire brings longing, but decree brings manifestation. Desire opens possibility, but decree opens reality. And the decree gains power through repetition, for repetition carves grooves into the subconscious mind, grooves that become highways, highways that become outcomes, outcomes that become fate. Nothing in your life is random. Everything you live is a reflection of the declarations you've rehearsed, consciously or unconsciously. Say aloud, my decrees shape my destiny. Feel the truth vibrate through your being. Feel the authority rise in your voice. Feel the subconscious bow to the command. For the subconscious is always listening, even when you think you are joking, even when you whisper words of fear, even when you mutter doubt under your breath, even when you casually speak limitation. It is recorded, accepted, and brought forth. This is why Florence Scovel Shinn taught that every idle word returns multiplied. Not because the universe punishes, but because the subconscious fulfills. It fulfills whatever you feed it. It fulfills whatever you repeat. It fulfills whatever identity you reinforce through your daily speech. Say aloud, I choose my decrees with divine precision. For when you repeat a truth long enough, the subconscious adopts it as identity. When you repeat abundance long enough, the subconscious opens channels you never saw. When you repeat worthiness long enough, the subconscious dissolves every inner barricade you inherited. When you repeat wealth long enough, the subconscious shifts your entire vibration into the frequency of receiving. The subconscious does not need evidence. It creates the evidence. It does not need proof. It becomes the proof. It does not need conditions. It births the conditions. This is the secret of all creators, mystics, prophets, and manifestors. They speak until the speaking becomes a state, and the state becomes a reality. They declare the unseen until the unseen has no choice but to take form. They plant their word into the inner soil and water it daily with repetition, conviction, and unwavering certainty. For the subconscious yields to consistency. It bows to persistence. It transforms under the steady force of repeated truth. Say aloud, every decree I repeat becomes my lived reality. Let this truth cut through every false belief. Let it uproot every pattern of lack. Let it dismantle every limitation placed upon you by upbringing, circumstance, or past experiences. For none of those hold authority. The subconscious holds authority, and you hold authority over the subconscious. You must become vigilant with your words, for they are seeds. You must become fierce with your declarations, for they are commands. You must become intentional with your speech, for it is the steering wheel of your destiny. Every time you speak abundance, you guide the subconscious toward increase. Every time you affirm wealth, you push the subconscious toward manifestation. Every time you declare alignment, the subconscious adjusts your inner world to match that alignment. Declare now, my subconscious follows my voice. My life follows my subconscious. I decree my destiny into being. The subconscious moves in the direction of repeated decrees. And today, you have begun a new direction, a new destiny, a new dimension of power shaped entirely by the words you choose to speak. Wealth appears the moment you stop resisting receiving, for the universe is not withholding anything from you. You are withholding it from yourself. The law is never late, never uncertain, never confused. It is your own inner resistance, your own hidden fear, your own silent refusal that blocks the flow that has always belonged to you. Wealth does not trickle, wealth pours. Wealth does not hesitate, wealth responds. Wealth does not hide, wealth waits at the doorway of your openness, and the moment resistance falls, the moment you inhale the truth of your worthiness, the moment you unclench the fist of fear, wealth rushes in with the speed of revelation. Resistance is subtle. It hides in thoughts like I'm not ready, I'm not sure, I don't know if I can handle more, what if I fail, what if I lose it, what if I'm seen, what if I don't deserve it. These are not mere thoughts, they are walls. They are locks on your own gates. They are commands that instruct the universe to hold back your good. But the moment you release those inner barricades, the moment you declare your willingness, the moment you stop arguing with abundance, everything shifts in an instant. Say aloud, I stop resisting. I allow my wealth to enter now. Feel that declaration break through the old programming. Feel it pierce through every memory of lack, every inherited belief, every generational imprint that taught you to shrink, fear, or doubt your own expansion. When you stop resisting, your vibration rises. When your vibration rises, your receiving opens. When your receiving opens, the universe floods you with what was always prepared for you. Wealth is a natural state. Wealth is circulation. Wealth is flow. Poverty is the illusion. Lack is the interruption. Restriction is the lie your ego clings to in order to feel safe. But your spirit knows better. Your spirit is crafted from abundance itself. Your divine identity is woven from limitless supply. And when you stop resisting, you stop contradicting your own nature. Understand this: wealth does not need time to appear. Wealth needs permission. Wealth needs alignment. Wealth needs willingness. The moment resistance dissolves, manifestation becomes immediate because the supply was never absent, it was merely unaccepted. Divine law does not respond to need, it responds to openness, it responds to readiness. It responds to the soul that stands boldly and declares, I am a vessel prepared for increase. Say aloud, I open the doors of my consciousness to unlimited wealth. Let the words echo through every hidden chamber of your being. Let them cleanse the corners where fear once lived. Let them dissolve the tension that once held you small. For wealth does not enter a clenched energy field. Wealth enters the open one. Wealth pours into the receptive one. Wealth multiplies in the grateful one. Wealth blooms in the one who stops apologizing for wanting more. Your resistance has never been noble. Your resistance has never protected you. Your resistance has only delayed what was meant to elevate you, strengthen you, and expand you. Release it now. Release the guilt. Release the hesitation. Release the belief that receiving diminishes someone else. Divine supply is infinite. There is no competition in abundance. There is no shortage in the realm of the spirit. The only shortage exists in the mind that fears receiving. Declare now, I am ready to receive in full. I release all resistance. I welcome my wealth. Feel how the universe responds to that clarity. Feel how the energy shifts. Feel how the atmosphere opens around you. For the moment you stop resisting, you step into alignment with the highest truth of who you are, a divine receiver of infinite good. Wealth has been knocking at your door for years, and today you have finally unlocked it. Wealth appears the moment you stop resisting receiving, and today, that moment has arrived.